and gentlemen, start your engines. Guess what time it is?
What time is
It's
it?
after raid hours time. That's right. Well, I mean, I guess raid hours are still going on, but for us, it's after raid hours.
True.
With illustrious host, Jack 1620.
Hello.
Ever grateful for your presence.
Of course.
And then he who is always hard, the steel trainer himself, Jay Titan. That is myself.
I was not expecting
Well, it's because it's this. I was trying to go into like the scales and steel event or whatever's going on right now. You got
there's just so many things
little
happening.
dragons and
It's a lot.
hone edge or on edge, however you want to call it.
I always call it hone edge.
Edging. Ceaseless edging.
Yes.
There's
a bunch.
So hone edge.
Oh.
Hone edge is out. In raids only, which is kind of annoying, but at least you get free raid passes.
Yeah, that's the only thing I would use for it. It just gives me flashbacks of Shinx. When I spent so many remote raid passes because I was like, I'm gonna get this, and I did get the shiny. I think I got it the same day I was getting my car got towed. I remember that explicitly.
Wonderful.
And then a few months later, it was out in Community Day, and then now it's just everywhere.
Now it's just vibing out there.
Yeah, so I highly encourage people not to use your remote raid passes. Just use your free daily passes to get them while you can. Mm-hmm. And then also, like, it's a ghost. So most likely it's going to be part of an October event.
It's so good.
So, or it'll most likely have its own Community Day. So definitely recommend people not to get that FOMO that we always get.
It's going to have a Community Day. Anyway, love On Edge, love Age of Slash.
Yes.
Glad that they're out in the game finally.
I think they had to fix it because it had some really good benefits in defense form for PvP.
It was like broken.
It was a god.
It was like 1300 CP, but standing mighty against like all kinds of different in Master League and stuff. It was pretty sick.
Fantastic.
Anyway, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Just this week has been a lot. There's been a lot of work and life stuff happening.
Absolutely.
It doesn't help that we just got dropped on this whole Max finale stuff. So I've just been doing my research. We also have obviously Latios and Latias as raids this weekend.
Yeah.
Which will be really awesome. For folks that are going out there, just make sure when you're doing those raids, if you're using Zamazenta's shield, to make sure you activate that power thing beforehand, a Behemoth shield.
Behemoth shield and
prior.
Behemoth blade. If you're going to use those in max battles, which I would recommend.
Yeah.
You need to activate the ability before you do the max battle.
Exactly. So I goofed on that. I was doing raids this morning. I got some invites. Well, more this afternoon from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Because they're time zones, they started probably around like noon our time. So I got some invites. Was able to actually get a shiny Latios already.
Nice.
So I was like, gang. But doing that, I immediately, one thing, because Zamazenta is a fighting type and Latias are psychic dragons.
Correct.
So one misball, pretty much, if you don't use that power, will pretty much KO your person. And
you just get murdered.
Yeah, I think I had a level 40 Zamazenta that just like, and he was gone. And I was like, yeah. So I definitely would encourage you, and make sure, again, read the infographics. I used my Blissies. It had Pound and I think Dazzling Gleam as its charge move.
A good one.
And then I had my Gengar, Gmax, or you can use the regular. And then I had like a Lapras, and that is like my team.
Okay.
And it worked really well. Again, I highly encourage you, because these are only 4-person raids, to make sure your teams are ready.
Yes.
Lock them in and also heal them up, because for some reason I wasn't like, my healing items weren't really available. So there was something weird happening at that time. But hopefully that'll be fixed. New Zealand always has to go through all the glitches
there
first.
There are little bug testers before we get them. Yeah,
because the first Latias was just decimated people. Like we had a
give you the stone cold stunner.
Yeah, thankfully, like the person who sent the invites was able to re-invite us to it, because it is a 30-minute window. That's the other good thing. So it refreshes every 30 minutes. It looks like it's still using just like the DMAG or the power spots that are available at that time.
Okay.
At 6 a.m.
So it's not like new power spots are spawning just for these things or whatever.
That's the whole thing with this whole DMAX and GMAX thing, is that we don't really know when stuff comes online.
It's hard to coordinate.
Sometimes they'll have it as a ghost stop, like it'll just be like an inactive, and they'll tell you when it activates. It'll be like,
this will be open in 2 days.
Yeah, but you really don't know. Others might just like show up and just like, it's active. I wish there was better communications there, or at least like the M just kind of hovered there. To me, they should just always be inactive so you know it's there.
I agree.
Because
it's always in the same spots. It's just like whenever they activate or don't activate. Well, I'm just
like some of them they've actually taken offline.
Okay.
Like there was one that was at my job, and then all of a sudden it just was not at my job anymore, and I haven't seen it.
It hasn't popped back up.
It has not popped back up. So I don't know if it's maybe interacting with the other games. We really don't know if they decide to take stuff offline and then bring it back later because it has a part to play in another game. That's what's kind of weird about it.
Yeah, I was just saying that is because there's a couple of like around our apartment that pop up every now and then.
Nice.
But I feel like it's
usually every week or so.
Sometimes it's like 2 or 3 weeks between. I'm just like, well, where's the fucking power spot?
Yeah,
I need that.
And that's what's so weird. So something to just keep in mind, but...
Well, and they just rolled out the whole, like, hey, schedule your raid time with your friends with raids, which, again...
Sounds cute.
In theory, it's nice.
It is.
But if you want me to be able to do that with raids, I should be able to do that with the Gmax, DMAX stuff, especially the more difficult ones.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, let us prepare ahead of time. You want to go through community ambassadors, whatever, but, like, as community... organizers, like, let people plan the shit ahead of time because it's hard to get people together.
Well, and even for these raids, them being 4-person,
yeah,
all the numbers that the communities, like the big coordinated events, are known for, does not help in these scenarios.
No,
because if you're in a group of like say 50, 4 of you are in the raid, so you have to find those 4 people in a group of 50 and hope you guys are all coordinated properly. That's hard. That's where it's nice if you do have your set teams. If you were doing the legendary birds or the legendary beasts, the Suicunes and all them prior, and you have your known tried and true players, highly advocate for you to meet with them. Fair enough. There will be groups of people where they don't know, and I know like Dama and I were doing last time when it came to other raids. Is like I'd be in a battle and then I'd hop out once we got to a certain time and that there was enough people in the raid to handle it that I'd be able to back out to then help another group.
Right.
And we did that. Like I did like 6+ extra battles, I think, every time to like just help people to get the stuff. And it'll be the same thing for this. The hope is obviously I want everyone to be able to get a Latios and a Latias.
Yes.
But again, you don't have to go as hard if you don't want to. It is kind of expensive. Like buying the extra particles is like $5.
Yeah, that sucks.
$5 for basically 3 Pokemon is kind of expensive when most of your raid passes are usually like it's $1 for a legendary. This is like what? If it's 5 for 3, it's like $1.50 or $1.75. So it's a tad more expensive even though you're not using passes. If you are using remote raid passes, then that's even more. That's $2.75. So it all depends again on how much you want to do that. But going forth, like we obviously have that this weekend. August, they just decided to be like, here's this treasure trove of things happening between the start of August and the community day for Rookity, which is going to be the Dark Skies event, which is Monday, August 18th to Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So that's August 23rd. And then there's the Max finale, which is that weekend, a Saturday and Sunday duo. And so with it, I know I've been just doing research since I got off of work today to just try to figure out. So it seems like, because I was under different impressions, and I'm glad I sat down to kind of look at the Pokemon website to figure out what's all being offered. So with the Max, with that whole weekend, starting off with the Dark Skies, you have the opportunity. So the Go Pass will turn to like a Go Pass finale, which is accessible for everyone. Yeah. Which is nice. So that's where you're going to be able to encounter Eternatus. Everyone will be able to catch it, which is nice, but you only get one.
Correct.
So it's very reminiscent of the actual mainline game, Scarlet and Violet, because even right now there's going to be an event to get, I think, some of the, what are they, something of Ruin.
Yeah, so the Legends, they're legendary. They are the...
Are they like weapons, keys of ruin?
Oh my gosh.
Well, either way, there's the legendary Pokemon that are available in Scarlet and Violet are going to have shiny debuts, and they're going to be in the battles that you're able to do with a lot of people around the world. Very similar to our DMAX or our DMAX raids where you only get 4 people to battle it. Mm-hmm. you have that. That's the same feature in the mainline games. And when you catch a shiny, you only get one.
Correct.
And then all the other battles are just to accrue items and candy and such for that Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much what Pokemon Go is doing for Eternatus. So when they actually have the Eternamax raids for Eternatus, it's just going to be able to, so you can bank more XL and regular candy for Eternatus, because in order to max out its moves, you need all those resources,
yes.
which is
ton of
wild. And they haven't disclosed what all that's going to be, so it kind of makes me nervous, because if you have to do, like, because I think they're saying, like, some of the moves are almost like 4,000 XL or like 400 XL candies.
Gosh.
Or something in the thousands, where to me, I'm like, I really hope that these are dropping more than just like you get 200, like I think of like the crown pieces, or what we had for Necrozma, where you're just getting like 100, 200. I hope you get more, especially the XL candies, because that's always been a rarity.
That'd be pretty great.
I know with this event, so what I have read is part of this whole the Go Pass stuff is you're going to have the encounter with the Eternatus. You're also going to have random encounters with Dynamax Pokemon. You're going to be able to get things like Eternatus candies and Max Particles doing it. So I recommend stocking up on some of that. Maybe some of the days you do specific raids. There'll be a lot of stuff just happening simultaneously. If you do have the Deluxe Pass, or you opt to get one, you do have higher chances of shiny Dynamax Pokemon.
Pretty cool.
From 1-star to 4-star Dynamax battles. You can get avatar stuff, which is like, man. You get extra encounters with more Pokemon, and you can also get XL candies, including XL candies and regular candy for Eternatus, which I think is the more worthwhile thing. There's different milestone tiers that as we go forward, I think with the passes, maybe they're going to be gauging on a global scale. I really don't know. That the tiers basically will increase the power of Behemoth Blade and Behemoth Bash, which are Zacian's and Zamazenta's moves respectively.
Yeah.
So they basically just keep powering up, and then it increases the chances for wild encounters from power stops, which is kind of cool. So getting those Drapies will be a little bit easier. Or maybe you might even run into actual like D-Max Pokemon. And you'll know it's a D-Max Pokemon because it'll be gigantic. It won't just be small in the arena. It'll actually be the Pokemon.
Right.
And those ones you could use for like future D-Max battles as well, which is great.
Okay.
When it comes to the max battles, there'll be different ones available pretty much each day. So Monday the 18th, there's a lot of, pretty much all the stuff that's been out will somehow be available. So the first day, we'll have like Squirtle, Caterpie, Ghastly, Krabby, Shuckles, Sableye, Beldum, Latios, and Latias. So if you missed it this weekend, you have the 18th to do a few more.
Right.
You get Trubbish, Sobble, and then Hatena. So I would recommend like things like Squirtle, Ghastly, Latios, Beldum, and Hatena, because those I think will be good for. One is just because they're legendaries. The others is they're going to be good for Eternamax fighting.
Yeah.
So those are the why I would say to focus on those ones.
Eternatus being Poison Dragon.
Yeah.
In case no one knew.
And Eternatus can also have Flamethrower. I know they advocated that you can use Drillbur, and you could, like, if you use Blissey first and then brought out Excadrill and did those moves, I think that'd still work. But just be aware, if, say, your Blissey or your shield, your tank gets knocked out, that a Flamethrower could easily, like, probably burn through you.
Yeah, for sure.
For Tuesday, the 19th, and Wednesday, the 20th, you'll have Charmander, Omanite, Kabuto, the Legendary Birds, Pidove, Drillbur, Cryogonal, Rookidee, and then you'll have both forms of D-Max Toxtricity.
Okay.
So, and it says an amp form and low key form. So, and then as well as Score Bunny. So for those ones, if you didn't do the Legendary Birds, if you missed them before, this is a good chance to get them back.
For sure.
I would always advocate to do the Toxtricities, simply because get that candy, because they're harder to get.
Yeah.
Unless you just hatch Toxels all the time. Then for Thursday and Friday, the 21st and 22nd, there's Bulbasaur, Machop, Chansey, the Legendary Beasts, Raikou, Suicune, and Entei, Wilmer, Darumaka, Passimian, Grookey, Skovit, and Wooloo, as well as Phalanx. So again, I would advocate for the legendary dogs if you miss them.
Yep.
Chansey, especially if you like using Blissey as your tank.
I'd highly recommend Blissey as your main tank.
It's the more universal. If you didn't blow a bunch of money like I did on Zacian and Zamazenta, Blissey is a champ. It's always been a champ.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of people, especially if you're an experienced player, have the candies. If not, it's a great time to. So
yeah, for sure.
Even in these events right now where we have the spawns, Beldam and Chanseys, this is a great time to use all those pineapple berries, for sure. When it comes to the raids during that month or during that time span, from the 18th to the 20th, you will have Zacian and Zamazenta back in raids, but they're just in regular form.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like they'll just be dropping crown stuff, so I wouldn't really waste the time. It's also, you'll have Zacian the 21st and then Zamazenta on the 22nd. When it comes to 3-star raids, there'll be Galarian Farfetch'd and Galarian Weezing. I'd probably just go for the Galarian Weezing because that could be good for like PvP and other things like that.
Yeah, for sure.
And again, it's your choice. If you want to use your passes, use them as you want, but that's just my recommendation. When it comes to the 1-star raids, there'll be Sinistea. Again, it's not a shiny one, but it is, if you want to find that antique form, which is the rarer form, that would be the time. Now, I would highly advocate on the 21st and 22nd, there will be raid hours from 6 to 7 p.m. For the first day, the 21st, the Thursday, will be crown form Zacian, which I would assume would drop the pieces, which is what you want. Most importantly, so that'd be the time to probably raid.
So you will get the Crown Sword energy or the Crown Shield energy for.
Yeah, so
spoiler alert, Zamazenta.
Look out for invites or community events either on Campfire or using Facebook or Discord to find folks that are meeting up. But again, it's a regular 5-star raid, so you don't need 40 people. The raids only let you do 20. So just have your group of dedicated players or who you find and then just battle. During that event, obviously, there'll be more power spots open is what they're saying. Spots will refresh more frequently, and the particle collection limit will increase. I'm really curious to see what that will actually be, because that's always been, to me, an issue where they put the... they didn't say, the collection limit. They'll say you have an increase, but then it's always 800 regardless.
Right.
Which to me is very, very silly. They also said remote raid passes will be up to 30 between August 18th and the 22nd, which is awesome.
So that's the entire week, essentially.
Yeah, Monday through Friday. Now, diving into the actual...
I was gonna say before the big event.
Yeah, the big boy. Was there anything you wanted to kind of mention before that?
Oh, well, what I was going to say is ultimately, because we've seen this sort of thing before where, like, towards the season end, it's kind of an interesting change that they've been doing. It's just like...
It's just a barrage.
Something going on.
Yeah.
So every day is like, there's something good going on. Don't feel pressured to do everything, but I would plan accordingly. Like Jack was saying, like, if there's certain things you want to go for, like, I think I'm missing one of the legendary birds, for instance. I'll probably do that. Side note, I wish they also had the Galarian birds, but whatever.
That would well, in the future. Let's hope.
Right. But anyway, plan ahead of time, but definitely coordinate. I would say as well. Like, we have a really great community. We can talk to a lot of people. Jack, you've been killing it with our Discord and trying to keep up with the Campfire too, if you use that, to make sure that, hey, if I don't know what I'm doing, there's resources there. If I don't know who's doing what, or maybe someone might be interested but that hasn't said anything, that use it as an opportunity to do that.
And with the Campfire, like, we just had actually our Lure Luau, which was great. Good turnout. Lots of good food. Yeah. Looking forward to do that again. Maybe we might consider the pig next year.
Oh,
maybe. I think
I can do that.
There's definitely some.
I have a good way to source pigs.
Do you?
I do.
Oh shit, I'm definitely interested. But yeah, like, so there's community stuff happening. There's other groups that are there. There's the Aurora Legendary Trainers group that is doing stuff, and again, they have a lot of numbers. That is all great. There's the Tamarack group that also does a lot of good things. So good. Again, that's if you're on Campfire. No one is requiring you to do Campfire.
No.
If you're on Facebook, there's plenty of local groups that have been around for years. The Discord's been around since like 2017, 2018. That's
the
still
beginning of time.
alive and cracking, and it's evolved to a more Pokemon and community Discord.
Yes.
But they still put up stuff about raids happening and giving information there. There's even a section about doing Eternatus raiding and all that stuff. And there'll probably be more coming up as more information is shared about the Max Finale and the Dark Skies that, again, the group of local trainers has put together to help all trainers.
For sure.
So we definitely want to see people improve their skill sets. So if you want to learn more about that, you should definitely check out our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's been great so far, and we also let people know about just the different community events. But going forward with the Max Finale. And
so
what people should consider.
We've talked about it a little bit. Eternatus. If you haven't played Scarlet Violet, it's kind of the ridiculous third. Well,
it's a third legendary.
Well, I think it was Zarude, the monkey.
Oh,
well,
it's just such a random one.
But is Zarude mythical?
I think he is technically.
So Eternatus is legendary.
Why
that's
legendary.
important
Or
is because
it is legendary.
Because Eternatus, I believe, then can be lucky traded. Anyway,
I don't think they're going to allow you to lucky trade it
why not?
because you only get one.
Yeah, but it's legendary.
I have a strong feeling it will not be tradable.
I'm not a betting man, but I think it will be tradable.
It'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty fun. I'm just saying, lucky trade. Look,
if they're already doing all this to lock you to say you only get one,
they're giving you, not free, you have to pay for it, but lucky trinkets and their passes, they're guaranteed.
Well, it's supposed to be
things.
like this OG in terms of like its power. Like it's supposed to be the most overpowered Pokemon.
It is
and
powerful.
All the stuff to do with it, like to power it up, basically will make it a god amongst many of the Pokemon. So I think that's why they wouldn't want you to be able to increase its stats outside of you being able to use a golden bottle cap or something like that.
I'm saying, okay, I can't lucky trade it, but I can golden bottle cap it.
That's what I think they want. People like this is going to be the big push for golden bottle caps.
We'll see. Maybe I haven't read far enough.
Well, it doesn't say anything to trade, but the main thing to know is you only get the Eternatus from your Go Pass Max Finale encounter.
Correct.
All the ones that are Eternamax are just there to get the candies and XL candies.
That's a very important distinction, which you made earlier.
Yeah, and it also says that when the Eternamaxes are out, that they're at majority of Pokestops. So I think that's very important to note that it's not all of them.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. I always take what Pokemon Go says in their messages very literal. So don't expect them to be at every stop. And that might be even more cumbersome too, because if they're just like sparse, it's going to make it interesting because that might bring back that classic raiding element like we used to do where like with the Zapdos raid day.
Yeah.
When we're driving around trying to find all the Zapdoses because they weren't at every gym, they're at select gyms. I'm wondering if it's going to be something like that because then the groups that are used to just kind of hovering in one spot, it's not going to be beneficial in that regard. So we'll see. Because I think a lot of the features of this game have made it to where you don't really have to go anywhere. You go to a singular spot and then you just do the stuff in that immediate area.
Yeah. That's fair
so
enough.
It'll be interesting to see if they decide to switch it up now or not. When it comes to that, though, both those days there's going to be different Gigantamaxes spawning, and it goes from 10 to 5.
Okay.
A different raid a different G-Max Pokemon every hour.
Okay.
The first day, so at 10 it'll be Lapras, 11 to 12 is Snorlax, 12 to 1 is Gengar, 1 to 2 is Etalion, 2 to 3 is Venusaur, 3 to 4 is Machamp, 4 to 5 is Toxtricity. Out of that first day, I'd maybe advocate to go to Lapras, Gengar, Etalion, and Toxtricity. Just because, again, Toxtricity just for its rarity, but the other three because those will probably be good fighters against Eternamax, Eternatus. I want the Butterfree to be badass, but I think it'll get hurt a lot. For Sunday, the 24th, at 10 you have Rillaboom, 11 to noon, you have Charizard.
Yeah.
12 to 1, you have Butterfree. 1 to 2, you have Kingler.
Okay.
2 to 3, you have Blastoise. 3 to 4, you have Cinderace. And then 4 to 5, you have Toxtricity Low-Key. So again, the only one really that day I would advocate for, hardcore would be Toxtricity at the very end of the day.
Yep.
But then honorable mentions would be Charizard because it's Charizard. Great form. Same with Blastoise. And then Cinderace is supposed to be like one of the strongest fires. So
Cinderace is pretty good.
I think those would be the ones I'd recommend for those days. Now for the rating, those 2 days, 5-star raids will be the Crowned, Zacian, and Zamazenta. So again, chance to get those Crown energies if you need them. And if you're like me where you just went overboard on GoFest, this might be one you could pass because you already have too many. Like, I think I was sitting last I checked, and I'm one of those heathens that has transferred Pokemon for the candy. I have also traded and done plenty of other things like that. But right now, I'm sitting at like 45 Zamazentas and Zacian, 62. So to me, I think I'm okay. Like I have like 6,000 crown like energies for Zacian.
Okay.
And 2,000 for Zamazenta, but I haven't powered up I just did one of each of the doggos. So maybe I might do more Zamazentas, but I'm not. I don't think I need to go. I don't need to go crazy on it. Now, if you're like 3-star raids, if you missed the shiny train that is Phalanx in its training form, you have an opportunity again to get it, which is fantastic in the 3-star raids. And again, those raids don't require many people, maybe just 1 or 2, depending on your level. It's great. Now, what I'm kind of excited about, which I really shouldn't be because it's just my addiction, is the 1-star raids will be the Dapper Pikas. And they will be back in the raids, have a chance of being shiny. So I'll probably go for those boys.
Which ones do you need?
I think I need all of them. I don't think I got one shiny of them.
I got the red one if you want it.
So I'm so fucking envious of that. Let me check real quick just to make sure.
Sorry, I was just curious. I was just like, I caught it. Literally, I caught it and I was like, Jack will probably want this.
Oh no, I definitely do. Like, I just have to do a quick search of like the whole age shinies. Yeah, I don't think I got one of them for that.
Okay. Well,
it was just a rough time. Like I was trying my Kanye best, and it did not pan out well. Okay. So I'll probably do those raids, and now those ones will be from August 18th to the 20th are mentioned.
Yeah.
So something good to know. Now the wild encounters during this time, to me, are very much not ideal. So it basically changes all the Pokemon to be what you encounter in the Dynamax raid. So this again is very Dynamax, Gigantamax
not
focus.
Bad if you need candy.
If you need candies, this will be great. Yeah. So there'll be Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble, Scovet, and Wooloos.
Okay.
And then you might even encounter Caterpie, Ghastly, Chansey, Shuckle, Sableye, Beldums, Darumaka's, Trubbishes, and Phalanxes. So
Shuckle,
out of all those ones, I'd probably for sure catch all the Ghastlies you can, Chanseys you can, Beldums, and then for the dust, because you get that bonus of dust extra for these two, would be Sableye and Trubbish.
Okay.
So all the other Pokemon, of course, get your extra, use those Pineapps and get that extra candy if you need to power up your boys. Just know there might be some missions I would expect that you have to use or power up some of your moves. So just be aware of that. The other awesome thing is that there'll be 2 times catch candy and 2 times the chance of getting XL candies for catching Pokemon. So again, that's what makes some of those wild encounters more worthwhile.
Fair enough.
That's
what I'm saying. Like, it's good for the candies to build up.
Yeah. And with the field researches, they've kind of haven't alluded to much. Obviously, we're more than a month out. So as we get closer, stuff will reveal itself. But right now they're saying some of the encounters will be for Kabuto, Omanite, and Trubbish, which I thought was very weird. It's just those 3. So it made me think, okay, future G-Max, Garbodor. That will be something.
Yeah, it'll come out
to stock up for candies.
The Kabuto and
the Kabuto and the Almanite are just
weird.
different, but I love the fossils regardless. So I'll still be excited to get them. And they also have the chance of being shiny, but they're just like regular. They're not like Dynamax exclusive for the researches. But the researchers also said that there might be chances to earn Zacian candies, Zamazenta candy, and Eternatus candies. How many? I don't know what those missions will be. Only Niantic knows. But that is pretty much it for that as we know of right now.
What an event, though.
It's just so much.
One thing I was going to hammer on that, because we kind of touched on it, that week leading up to the Eternamax stuff, or that weekend, the more you fill out that Go Pass, the Battle Pass, the better your stuff will be. So I highly recommend participating that way.
I also think there's no caps on the amount of points you can earn those days.
Correct.
So I think it's just you just keep earning.
You just keep going. Yeah.
If you're raiding, if you're doing remote raids, do all those raids. Obviously, like we mentioned, like all the good 5-star raids, it seems like are more that weekend.
Okay.
So I would definitely save your money for that, because I think if you're trying to go ham on the actual max finale weekend, seems like Saturday is like the best day I would recommend. Yeah. Because of Lapras, Gengar, Italian, and then as well the honorable mentions of Venusaur, Machamp, and then obviously you have Toxtricities. Those ones, again, to get the three power particles or whatever, is like 400 and something coins. Yeah. Or 5, I think it's 400. But if you're using them all the time, you're going to go through them pretty quick. And that also requires, again, for a team of anywhere from the lowest I've seen being able to do it with a reasonable experience level range is about like 17. Okay. 17 to 24 is a good sweet spot to be, as long as you have some experienced players there. Fair enough. If everyone is completely green, all I can say is Godspeed, 40 people. Even then, you might not be able to take it if you're completely green. So that's where it helps to engage your community in the ways that are common in your community. Mm-hmm. If Campfire is not big, again, Facebook, Discord. Check out those resources. People are around. I think it's always funny to hear when people are like, I didn't know there was a community. I'm like, you must not have looked too hard. Because literally under a rock. They're everywhere. It's just a matter of what you find. Obviously, also make sure when you check Campfire, don't just go to the what's nearest me, because it might not actually be nearest you. Actually check the maps and see what is at parks near you or in the vicinity, and then join those groups. Because, again, not every group has an ambassador. That is A-okay. That doesn't make them any less of a good community group.
They're B-tier. It's fine.
Yeah, we're B-tier. But regardless, it is something to do. It's also that not all ambassadors are always hosting events at the time. Ambassadors do have lives. They can do other stuff. But to me, don't always fall back on those as like your safe bets, your safety nets.
Fair enough.
I think you should definitely do your research. And especially with this, if you are a person that plays Pokemon on a budget, I think it is something to definitely consider, because this is one that you can easily just mindlessly throw money at because you're caught up in the moment. So if you're working up to that and you're like, so for example, Friday, August 22nd, I probably wouldn't really Dynamax battle, so I could save those energies to battle the next day.
For Saturday, yeah.
Things like that. Or if some of the missions give you Stardust, save it. Or it gives you, not Stardust, but gives you Max Particles, save them. Just wait to cash them until you want to do some of these battles. Because, again...
But it's orange.
I know, it's so enticing.
But, yeah, no.
But, save it, because, I'm doing that right now for the Latios. Even for their... research, you get a couple of things of Stardust, or not Stardust, the Max Particles. I get that. Sorry, I keep mixing it up. I just sit on them because there's no point in cashing, because you have a certain cash you can do each day. Yeah. Why cash out something that's just held in a good limbo? I'll wait till tomorrow when I'm actually doing the raids for Latios and Latias to cash those out. That way I'm not hurting myself, and I'll do that after I collect my 800 from other stuff. It's important, I think, to be mindful of this. This game can be very costly. And again, if you're going out for just 1 or 2 raids, let people know, or at least if you're doing it in the immediate area, and you're doing it in a smaller group, let people know. It's not bad. Or if there's ones, that's where I think where Discord is nice, and there'll be stuff on the Discord as we near it to be like, what raids are you going to focus on? Because then we might be able to see, oh, there's enough people that really want to do Lapras.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're one of the oddballs that's like, I missed my chance at Blastoise or Charizard because I wasn't playing the game at that time. Well, that happens.
And they were hard as shit.
They were, because those were the day one encounters.
So getting them now might be better.
It might be even easier. And that's where it's like, but it requires you as a player to speak. Don't just expect a community to just be there for the entire span.
Yeah.
Because if they're to do that, say they're doing 6 hour or 6 raids every 30 minutes, let's just do the math. 6 raids every 30, well, 6 raids an hour basically, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. What?
Yeah,
that's 42 raids.
Okay,
and then you have to divide that. Sorry, I'm like trying to use my little.
It's always you could tell your engineer brain.
Yeah, I'm just like,
how does it math out?
So if you would have to buy like 10 particle packs to do that, and if they're like 425, that's like 4,000 something coins you need just for particle packs to do that, and you also need anywhere from 25 to 40 people to be open for 7 hours.
Correct.
That's wild.
Probably unlikely,
especially when there's not like the good wild Pokemon to be catching.
Yeah,
really, it's not like a Go Fest where there's higher shiny chances of like wild Pokemon. You're just doing battles the whole time. So that's where
you get the premium pass. There's higher chances of shinies from the max.
Sure, but that's where again it's like you can choose that wife. I'm not gonna require that of anyone. I just know like that's a costly wife, and not everyone wants to drop that money. I'd be spending it more on like, again, because during that time, obviously, Eternamax is going to be around as well at some point. It doesn't say when they're going to drop. It just says it'll be around.
They'll be there.
So people are more focused on that. I think that makes sense.
The darkness descends upon the world.
That's why I think it's like, pick your focus points wisely.
Yep.
And then go from there. No, I was right. It was 425 for the particles. So each one you get 2,400 particles. So divide that by 4. So yeah, that's just for one day doing it for 7 hours and doing about 6 raids an hour.
So it's 42-ish.
42-ish raids.
Max raids? Okay.
Yeah. Which to me, again, that's a lot. I don't plan to ever do that. I
might do 5.
I'm going to take a nap.
I'll do more than 5.
Yeah, I'll do a few. And again, it just depends on what people go for.
Well, it also depends on how I'm obviously more interested in Eternatus. So
yes.
However that goes, I might focus on that. But don't let that discourage you. Similarly, if you're posting in these channels and no one's responded to you, don't lose hope. Don't let that discourage you. Please keep communicating.
Yeah.
Because I see that happen sometimes where it's like, well, I reached out one time, no one answered my call, so I just feel like everyone hates me. Or like, no one's going to talk to me, or no one's going to show up. And that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes people miss it. So like,
and that's across the board for, be it Discord,
that's
Facebook,
what I'm saying.
Campfire.
No matter where you're at, like, just don't lose hope. Please keep communicating because, I don't catch these things until a little bit later most of the time.
Exactly.
Because honestly, like, Discord's my main way of looking at the community, and I haven't muted except for specific channels and specific things.
Oh yeah.
Just because there's so much going on a lot of the time. So it's like it's not until I'm sitting there doing my rounds, like going through the channels, because that's one of the few Discords that I go through, and I go through each channel to see, hey, how's the community doing? What's everyone up to? Oh, I was interested in Latios, so I'm looking at that board, being like, oh, okay, people want to do it. Point is it's not always up front. Like, not everyone sees it immediately.
Yeah.
Don't let that discourage you from continuing to communicate. It's just my point.
Yeah. And also, if you know trainers, tag them.
Hit them.
It's A-okay to do that, at least for me as a trainer. I'm not going to say that for everyone, but if there's certain trainers like you've had good raiding relationships with, or like you've met through different raid hours or whatever, hit them up. Maybe you could coordinate doing some of these, like, for example, the legendary birds. Because I know, like, I already have like a little team in my mind for who I want to contact to be able to go do those on the side.
Right.
Because for those are just happening during the week. Okay, I need to find a group that's from this time to this time, but I understand everyone has a life. I might only want to do it from not a raid hour window because sometimes that just gets late. But maybe I want to do it right after work for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I already know there's some people I could contact to do that. And I know there's some people we could just 3-man it instead of needing the full 4, which is A-okay. But that's where if there's certain ones that you're like, I really need it, that's where I highly encourage everyone to just sit down and really look at their inventory and make those educated choices now.
For sure.
To prepare for that. Because again, more information will be dropped as we get closer. We're a month out, and I'm actually surprised they dropped all this so soon.
Well, I think part of that is because the Pokemon company,
they're trying to get that money.
Well, they're getting the money, but it's just like they had their Pokemon Presents on Tuesday, the 22nd.
Yeah.
And essentially, it's like, hey, we're updating you on everything Pokemon for the year. You know, they do it every 6 months or something like that. But right before everything hits, because they got a new, Legends ZAs coming out, updates to all their mobile games, including some new little like puzzle game or whatever.
Yeah,
some
the
other
DJ.
things. Yeah, stuff like that. So anyway, point is like, I guess it's kind of interesting that they hold on to certain information. They allow some information to be out this early. So in this one, they're like, hey, we want to make the next big thing for Pokemon Go is Eternatus. And we want to hype people up for that because that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So like, I think that's probably why they did it that way. Cause like, hey, we're already going to have this big event for everything else. Might as well do that for Pokemon Go on this one. And I think it was the right call and keeps us kind of on our toes to be like, what's the actual information going to be once that week gets closer and closer and closer? Because like in between, we had we used to love it, the water event. Like recently,
I think the water event is still around, similar to like the fossil one.
Yeah.
Crap, what was it? It's like a spring.
No, we're talking about we just had one, like right before this.
Oh, with the little Tetsu. Yeah.
But
sorry.
My point is like there's so many events going on. Yeah. There's probably going to be 20 more before this max finale.
Well, yeah, even for that, crap. Let me go to Leak Duck. That is where I go for information.
Yeah, Leak Duck is great. But I'd be curious to like a Tournamax is like it's a folk or a tent pole for Pokemon Go. Like we can figure out.
Like, we have Adventure Week starting on July 29th.
Okay.
We'll have a Fossil Research Day August 2nd.
Okay.
We have Sweet Swarm August 3rd. We'll have Gigantamax Butterfree August 3rd as well.
Okay.
We'll have Lugia returning to 5-star raids August 4th. Then we'll have, like, the Ultra Week stuff, a new Ultra Week and Summer raid thing. There'll be another event called Cozy Companions August 6th. No information on that.
Hell yeah.
There's a Hatch Day August 9th. No information on that.
Sure.
There's just a question mark day August 10th.
I saw that.
Yeah, just random. There'll be a raid day August 10th. Then a Delightful Days, a takeover event on the 11th.
Okay.
Trubbish and all of them will be in Dynamaxes on the 11th as well.
Ooh, setting up
Ho-Oh Raid Hour the 13th. There'll be a Shadow Raid Day weekend on August 16th.
So
there's just all of that already stacked. And then the whole thing that we just went through with the Dark Skies and Max Finale. And then right after that, you get like a pseudo week apiece.
No.
You'll have Necrozma as a raid hour.
There is no piece.
And then Saturday is Rookies Community Day, which is going to be epic.
That's the 30th?
The 30th. Okay. And then you have a raid day on the 31st.
When's the season end? Is Darkest Skies or whatever?
I think that's like the event end, but I think that the Delightful stuff, I'm not sure exactly when that ends. The actual season.
Because I was going to say, like,
there's just so much. Oh, Delightful Days end September 2nd.
Okay, so September.
Yeah, so it'll be a few days after that. Then it's like, then a new season will emerge.
I wonder what it'll be. But
I don't know.
I have a slight nitpick.
Okay. Nitpick away.
A little slight. Why is Rookity... so when they did the whole like, hey, we're bringing back a vote for Community Day, it's going to be fun. They showed 4 of them. Rookity was the obvious choice.
Obvious.
I want a Rookity Community Day. I love Corviknight. I think you asked the question recently in the lead chat, like, oh, what would the 6 Pokemon you'd have?
Yeah, in like real life.
Corviknight's one of mine.
Especially if he could fly like he did in the game. I'd be like, I'd build the sweetest contraption. Like, fly me, Corviknights.
That's why Corviknight's on my list. I was like, it's my flying taxi.
No,
I just need to stay clear of Carla because she loves Tinkaton. Yeah, Tinkaton.
Oh, and they kill him.
Yeah, Tinkaton kills Corviknight for fun and then
builds natural enemies.
Builds hammers out of it or some shit.
That's so dark.
Anyway,
so gangsta.
So I love Rookity. It's cute. I love running into them in the game. They're tiny, but they do the little Rookity chirp. Anyway,
yes.
So we got the Community Day, and I was excited about it. But Rookity's out right now. It came out earlier.
Yeah.
Obviously, as they do with new Pokemon. Hey, new Pokemon's out. Not shiny yet. That'll come in the future. Cool. But it's out now.
And it's potential shiny.
And they released the shiny now? Before?
I think it's kind of nice if you do go ham. I don't know who it was. It was because on Facebook now, if I don't interact enough with like people. I interact more with Pokemon stuff.
Fair enough.
And Pokemon groups. So it is now feeding me groups from like Thailand and all these other groups I've never actually a part of.
Yeah.
I see a lot of their feeds. I love Thailand's Pokemon Go community. Like they are on it for information.
For sure.
Give them that. But someone had already like a bank of like 20 shiny Rookities. I'm pretty confident they were using other methods. I'll just say that. But they're like, up for trades, this. And I'm like, and it'd be nice to get those lucky shiny Rookities prior to the event to give them the moves. So that's the only benefit I see. But I'm not going to stress about it because it has this community.
But my nitpick is just like, you're like, because I'm still looking forward to the Community Day.
Well, it's just like Jang Mo. They did the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though.
They're just like, it's out, but there'll be its day.
But now my Community Day... not that Community is ruined, but it's just like, I don't know, it loses a little bit of its luster in that.
It's true.
I was excited for the aspect of, okay, this is when it's out. That's part of the fun of Community Day. But either way, I'll still have fun with it. But that's why it's my nitpick. Because I'm just like, let Rookity have its day.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's all valid.
Okay, Rookity's out early and then all this other shit. I'm like,
surprise, motherfucker.
Cool.
Yeah.
So.
That's funny.
But yeah, so that was my one little nitpick about Pokemon Go. Outside of, like, again, we have 10,000 events going on.
Yeah, and that's where, again, kind of pick your poison on what you want to do. I know, again, like for Campfire, I know people will be posting events. Go to what you can. Again, check all the groups because there's more than just one, you know, because in certain areas, like some people feel pressured. You don't need to.
That is one benefit of Campfire, though, is you can go to a different, like if you're in a different city, for instance, say you're just visiting, easy to find a group to do something with, if it's an active group at least.
Sure.
Because like, you know, I'm out in the tech center right now. I go to Littleton a lot. I go up to Westminster sometimes. I'm kind of all over the place.
That you are.
In the Denver metro area. So sometimes like Doomstick is always inviting me to stuff out there in Littleton, and I'm like, okay, like it's nice to at least know that there's active communities there. But like I was thinking about it because we're trying to make travel plans for certain things. And it's just like, well, if we go there and there's a Pokemon Go event, say the Rookity event's going on, or there's a raid that's going to be debuting that weekend or something like that. Like, it'd be nice to coordinate that or see what's going on in that community, because that's like one thing we hammer on this podcast and in general is like Pokemon Go community is really interesting and really cool. I think it's something that we've been able to build and that other people can build. So being able to take part in community is really big on my list of things that I really like out of Pokemon Go. So being able to go to a new place and be like, hey, there's players here. At least we can get a raid in, or we can do something.
Yeah,
like
you're like.
Cool. I was gonna say I don't. Spoiler alert. I don't particularly care for Campfire, but it has its uses, and I think that's one of them that's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, like that. The whole map aspect is really nice. I know one thing that I think the Discord will be fantastic for is figuring out like the Dynamaxes, like what are people's focuses?
Yeah.
So that way, like we can maybe, because I figure for Eternatus, if it's, because that's where I'm kind of concerned. If it's like these current ones where they could rotate and move, then that's going to require people to get up and go. And I'm just flashing back to the good old days of where we'd have like 300 plus people showing up at the municipal center, and then just the caravans that would disperse to like go and fight. But now those caravans have to be even bigger, and doing that's going to be really interesting to see if they decide, or if they make Eternatus like it lasts an hour.
The last hour of the event is just all Eternatus.
Well, or maybe they do it every few hours.
I don't think that's what they would do. I'm just saying.
I pray not.
That'd be kind of interesting. But
yeah, like it'd be cool if they did it like every 2 hours, so that way like you can kind of time yourself out.
Eternatus hour.
Yeah, or if they did it, they had a specific window like they do,
in the world has gotten too
where
strong.
It's 2 to 5. Eternatus will be out, but it's not at every stop. Okay. Cool. And it lasts an hour, so they might rotate. So then you might have to jump. At least then you could do those few in your area, and then you wait. That's a good shield time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of interested in more to hear about.
Okay.
Also, just how many you might have to do. Because at some of the projections I've seen, they're kind of scary, the amount of resources. And again, you obviously don't need to pour all these resources into Eternatus if you don't want to. Just know that.
Okay.
You could get the few so you can get it, because all the stuff that you need to power it up, I think, is its regular candy and its XL candy.
Yeah.
That you need to power it up. It doesn't require, I don't think it requires the max particles, but we'll see as more information comes. So that's where you can decide, do I want to burn all this energy and time, or do I just want to get my one and done and call it good? That's up to you as a player.
Yep.
Especially if Dynamax is not your thing. This whole thing is very Dynamax focused. Yeah. So if you're one of the players that's like, this is a gimmick, I don't like this stuff, I just encourage you to at least get your one, which it'd be a lot easier if some of those missions require you to do Dynamax battles, that this would be the weekend to just go a little bit hard with it, do a few hours, meet up with some friends, do that stuff, and then call that a day. But that's where I am curious, because if it is like a big sink of it, then I might even be like, I don't know if I want to, do I need to fully power this?
Yeah, right.
It's a poison dragon. Like all the other, it's pretty much the only Eternamax that exists. There's nothing stronger as of right now for the D-Max, G-Max, and Eternamaxes. There's nothing else to its tier.
Correct.
So do you really need to power that thing up all the way?
Yes.
That's the question that you should ask yourself, because again, unless Niantic is blessed by Nintendo to do something different or given those rights, Eternatus might be that pinnacle, but there's nothing else after that.
Correct.
So then maybe you get your Eternatus and then you're like, I'm good. I'll just smack everyone down in the meantime, and then I have my dogs, one of them to bash him with a shield, the other one to slice him with a sword. Is that really all I need?
Yes.
We'll see, because right now those are like the precipice that we're at. I don't know what they're going to do to take it up another notch for Dynamax at this stage.
At this point, they'll probably keep it there until they do a Legends like Eternatus or a Legends.
When they release it shiny.
I was just going to say.
A Legends.
They'll make
Legends
a new
E.
game that brings back Gigantamax or some shit. And then maybe they'll have something strong. But anyway, to your point.
Maybe that's what they're doing for the mainline games. Because obviously we're going to have Legends ZA. That's a Legends game.
And then there's new Megas, which we'll talk about in the future, as in terms of not related to Pokemon Go. But anyway, well, it will be.
It's eventually. All Pokemon, yeah.
It will be eventually. But no, it's like I really enjoyed Galar, the Gen 8 Sword Shield.
It's fucking awesome.
Loved dogs. So I definitely love Zamazenta and Zacian.
So many different names for him.
Yeah, it's a dog with the sword. You can't go wrong.
Zack and Zam.
Yeah. So when they came out in Pokemon Go and then did this behemoth, where you got the energy, the crowned energy, crown sword, crown shield energy and stuff, I was like, I'm gonna max those out. So I want those maxed out. And kind of similarly, I think it'd be kind of fun to do a maxed out Eternatus, but to your point, it depends on what the sync is. Because if it ends up being like everything in my inventory, I don't think that might be worth it.
Right.
I don't like Eternatus that much. I do think it's kind of neat, creepy in a way, but also neat. It's like a skeleton dragon that also looks like a hand. I was gonna 3D print one for your megaphone.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So you could like speak through Eternatus.
It's exactly what I need.
I'll make sure to get the megaphone with the siren, like the little police. The
whoop, whoop. No, that's
anyway,
cruel and unusual.
Yeah, well,
don't
that's
need
me,
that.
Cruel and unusual. But I don't know. We'll see. I think it'll be fun. It'll be nice to get one, and I still think they'll let it be tradable. So.
And see, I think that I would love it to be.
My luck is,
don't get me wrong.
My problem is I'll get like a 98%, like out of the encounter,
right?
And I want it to be lucky, just because I like the lucky background, the sparkles or whatever, and I know if I lucky trade it, it'll go down.
So some research, and again, this is all I'll call bro science.
Okay.
Research is to power it up right now. The max move specifically.
Okay.
For the attack, it's 6,000. I guess it does require the max particles. 1,200 candy. For the third, 800 max particles, 1,200 candy, and 320 XL candies. And that's basically...
What did you say to me?
Yeah. So that's where I'm curious, because each of these levels, it's like 400, 600, 800 max particles, then 400, 1,200, 1,200 candy, and then 320 XL candy toward level 3. And that's for each one of the max attack, max guard, and max spirit. Now, again, this is bro science, I am calling it.
Fair enough.
Because I don't know where this information is necessarily sourced, but at least it is a base. To me, that is insane. Because you need more... That is more candy than you need to max out a Pokemon regularly to get them to level 50 in terms of XL candy.
Correct. Not even.
I think normally you need 297.
Yeah, I was going to say 296, 297 or something.
So the fact like you just need that to max up an attack is concerning, if that is indeed true. Now...
Until you get a shiny.
Yeah. Well, and it's saying... Yeah, that's where to me, I'm like... Because I think they're even like some of the research of this bro science is saying that at max level it's like 468. I don't know if they're looking at it cumulatively or what. So that's also concerning. We'll see. I just think it's a lot.
Interesting.
So if like my hope is like if it is indeed this much candy to like get it, that maybe the XL candies, for example, they drop, let's say like a 50 okay. XL candies, and then for the regular candies it's 150. Because then, well, at least then, if it's 150 per whatever, that's like 8 raids for that, and then if it's 50. That's more than enough to get it to the max level of XL candies. Okay. Maybe the XL candies might be even less because 50 would be too quick. Let's see if it was quick math. And again, this is following this bro science one. I'm not holding it to say this is the truth. This is just for science.
For bro science.
So 40 after 8 battles would get you to that level. So it's say to just amp it up because they want to be difficult, they only give you 20 XL candies. Then, because again, it has to be a challenge. They want you to fight because they also want that money.
Well, if you're just like me, 16 battles. If you're just like me and you have like 300 rare candy XL, then
oh, exactly. Well, and that's the other thing. I think just that for any Dynamax, Gigantamax in general is you do not need to max out every single move all at once. Take your sweet ass time and only, to me, power up the one or two things that you would really use.
If you think you need it, yeah.
If you think you need that, or just the one.
But to your point, when Eternatus is the pinnacle, what else do you need? Yeah, what else do you need? Like,
yeah. Now that's the other part is like if it is indeed not tradable.
Okay.
If it is indeed, you just get that one and only one.
Okay.
And then maybe they make an Eternamax bottle cap.
Oh gosh. Okay.
That costs, or it's a specific one that you can get to raise its stats, whatever the case may be. Okay, if you have to do all that stuff to get it to 100%,
okay,
then maybe I could see. But that's why I don't think, because of its stat ability, they don't want you to trade it.
Okay.
Just because of that. Now, eventually, they're going to have to release a shiny form. So at least you'll have two. So that's another reason. Do you want to max out this one that might not be able to use a bottle cap and might not be able to trade and might be poor statted?
Yes. Because
if a shiny could always be in the future. And that's where, again, call upon your better angels and use your patience. Because to me, I'm like, because his shiny form is pretty sweet.
Yeah, but there's not an official one out there.
There's not, and again, there's never.
You can't get a shiny one in the game
right now
without hacking it. No, I'm talking about in Sword and Shield.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing for people to know is like the mainline games we're catching up fairly quick to them in terms of some of their shiny releases. Like just now, like we mentioned, there's going to be raids. I think you have to do like 1 million raids to unlock the shiny
the ruinous Pokemon.
Yeah. I think what is a ruin thing? I want to know now.
What is it well, it's like each of them are a Pokemon, like a sword of ruin, a bowl of ruin. I can't remember.
Yeah, knives, daggers.
Like Chin Pao. They all have Chinese derived names.
Yeah.
Or Chin Pao.
I'm just trying to figure out like their group naming, their ruinous Pokemon. So I think, Wow Shen is supposed to be a tablet of like.
That's what I'm saying. They're each a something of ruin.
Treasures of ruin. There we go. Thank gosh.
And one of them is a sword.
Yes, and see that's where Cheetor. I wonder if it'd be cool to have like a ruins event as a new season.
Oh, it'll come.
Everything's been delightful and joyous. I want it to get dark.
I need,
especially as we approach fall. Like I think. And they also have to still promote the Go Wild because Go Wild comes in the fall.
Go Wild Mimikyu, dude.
Let it happen, please.
It needs
for the love of Jeebus. But yeah, so with the Eternamax, cool. That is my thing. I'm guessing like 50-ish candies and probably like 20 XL candies or less. If they do more, fantastic. But I think they're going to want you to really battle. Because even looking at what it took to get the crown stuff, that was like 1,000.
Yeah, it took at least 10.
It was at least 10. What I was averaging was just 8 to 16. So I think it's a fair assumption. But again, that's where it's like, if you really want to max it out to such a degree, how many do you want to do? If it is indeed 20 XL candies, you need to do at least 16 raids. At least. And that's with...
Sounds great. With 400 people or whatever you have.
Yeah. I would laugh if they turned to Eternamax like you need 80.
Oh, gosh.
Because then people be
which works if you're in, like, Singapore or
Tokyo. That's why it's like it can't go too crazy, but it also... And I think that's where they're also hoping, like, with everyone doing the tiers and boosting it up, maybe it would be cheaper. So that way you can do it with 40 people, but everyone has to have their dogs on lock. Dogs on deck.
Get your dogs on deck, dude.
And make sure like everyone is ready, everyone is powered up, everyone knows how to do the combos.
Who lets your dogs
They know how to switch them out and do like the attacks.
Switch them out.
That's where again, I hope everyone uses this time. August is the time of learning D-Maxes. Learn the D and G.
Learn the D.
Learn the D. Learn the G. So that way you can actually like help in these battles.
Okay.
I'm not saying, again, I don't mind people who are newbies, but I do encourage newbies to do their research. And again, there's plenty of resources. That's why I like Discord, because Discord puts it all into one where it's nice.
Yeah.
There's no advertisements. You could just scroll and do your stuff. And it's just the stuff that you're there to see.
Okay.
That's why I always advocate for the Discord.
Right.
Again, Campfire is nice for the map features and the ability to message trainers. The downside of that is
Ew.
not every
I
trainer
don't want to
has
message
campfire.
trainers. Oh, okay.
So that's kind of the catch-22 there is like you don't. It's not a guarantee that someone else will have campfire, or again, that some people it still haven't learned is that even with campfire, when people message you, not everyone is entitled or needs to respond to you. Agreed. Some people don't like messaging in that. It could bring them anxiety, whatever. Don't think a lack of response means something in anything, because again, people are people. I assume people are acting without the intention to hurt others.
Yeah.
So if you don't get a response, that's not a bad thing. Yeah. It's A-okay. Just if you are adamant, reach out to them again. And if they don't get to you, then that's your cue to maybe leave them the F alone. Because, again, 2 responses.
You didn't answer me five messages ago.
Yeah, that's a cue like, hey, leave them alone. It's okay. And again, with Campfire, again, it does have its pros and its cons. Every system does. Facebook, it's easily accessible. A lot of people have Facebook. There's a lot of Facebook groups out there to be able to talk.
Yeah.
The downside is its feed, how quick it refreshes, what it prioritizes. That's where, again, I like Discord because, yeah, it might be a little bit cumbersome to learn at the start, but it's really basic in that same realm. Once you get to an area and you can start learning the channels and just being able to message, it's like Facebook, but minus all your personal stuff. all you see is your name you pick, which I always advocate. Use your trainer name so it's easier to locate you.
For me, it just feels like a more organized version of forums. Like
that's why I like it, because again, like one thing that we'll be putting in there is like polls. Again, no, like voting polls.
Oh, okay.
So that way people can vote. Like if you were to do say for those 7 hours of rating.
Okay.
If there was only a specific Pokemon you wanted to go for, maybe we could figure it out.
Pikachu.
Yeah, like I'm honestly surprised Pikachu hasn't shown up yet. Personally.
Where is it?
It'll probably show up in the next season.
The long cat and the Pikachu.
Long cat, Pika. I was really happy with Butterfree because I was like, I put that out there. I was just like, we need G-Max Butterfree. I even sent a message to Steven about it. I was like, he's coming out. And I never got a response back.
Come back.
Come back, Steve. Baby, come back.
Baby, come back.
But yeah, so I think it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening.
Okay.
I hope people take this time to get a good Latios and Latias, because it is a psychic dragon, which is nice because, again, Eternatus is a dragon poison. Oh. So you might have that little battle, but if you say you get a good one, I think Chris has already got 100%.
Oh, of course.
Latias Dynamax.
Happy birthday.
His first one.
Happy birthday.
And I was like, of effing course. I laughed as soon as I saw it. I was like,
That's right.
Fucking would. But again, just do your stuff. Check the infographics.
Okay.
Don't get rid of all those TMs when it comes to your regular and fast.
Oops.
Because some of them you do need to change up your moves to be more efficient. Again, read those infographics. If you have questions, talk to some of the experienced players.
Talk to the infographics. No.
Yes. Infographics will be like, yes. No. But talk to like experienced trainers, or if you meet people who are a little bit more active.
Talk to Jackbot AI, dude.
No AIs. None of that. Not on my watch. But yeah, like, just again, do your research. I guess the quick question, you already answered yours, so I could go over your answers.
I answered it. Oh, okay.
Go ahead. In terms of like the Pokemon you'd have, you're
Please,
like Alolan Ninetales, Hisuian Arcanine. Why is Hisuian?
Like
he's like double weak to water.
Okay.
Okay.
You didn't ask me what it's going to be.
I was just curious.
A great rounded team. You asked me what
you're like, Corviknight, go lurk?
Go lurk, dude.
Okay. He's a big-ass boy. Where would you put? Half of these Pokemon are big-ass people.
They're all very large. Except for Ninetales. Kind of small.
Ninetales, you could fit. I'd assume you maybe have the extra small versions of them.
Sure.
Then you're like Noivern and Snorlax.
Hell
and I figured Snorlax was going to be there. I was like, that's your boy. For me, I had mentioned like I always want Mimikyu.
Okay.
Because he's only a foot tall.
Okay.
I try to think of like Pokemon that could travel with me so I could put them in the Tahoe. And
they can travel with you in a Pokeball.
Could ride. Well, no, I want them to enjoy nature.
No.
They're Pokemon.
They live in the Pokeball.
No. So Mimikyu, I think, would just be my ride or die. He'd be at work all the time with me. Just, I think, if anything, just to scare people. Yeah. A low on Raichu, because that's my food boy. Plus, he can, like, psychically move things around.
I was going to say, like, Psychic is a good one to have.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Meganium, I'm a plant I'm a plant dude, so I love plants.
Okay.
And I think I think by its own nature, it just like helps restore energy.
So excited for Meganium and
I am too. Tropius, because he's one of the first dinos I got.
Okay.
And I think he's like Tropius is adorable.
Tropius is
Plus
adorable.
can fly.
Plus, maybe you can eat its bananas.
I'm hoping it produces other fruit too.
You imagine Tropius that can produce like.
Just a little fruit bouquets.
This one's got grapes.
I think that'd be amazing. We don't really know.
That'd be cool.
Amora, because it's just a cute dinosaur and it can keep stuff cold. I would think of it kind of like my travel AC.
That's why I have a little Ninetales.
And see, that's fair. That's thinking outside the box. Cool. And then the other one I put was like Houndour because he's a little dark dog.
Okay.
I think he'd be like the one like I could walk with Houndour around every day and people wouldn't be scared until like blue flames and hurt people.
You don't think I could do that with Sui and Arcanine, dude?
You'd be on Arcanine's back and he's just so big.
Correct.
And I assume he's heavy.
He's a legendary Pokemon. I could ride him.
Is that one considered a legendary?
He could keep me warm.
Is Hisuian considered a legendary?
I think
in its stats.
I think Arcanine is considered the legendary Pokemon.
Arcanine, yes.
The forms don't matter.
I thought
it's the same Pokemon, but just a different form.
I don't. Does it though?
I bet.
I don't know.
I'll look it up. I bet.
Let's see. now I'm curious. Again, if you're done with the podcast, you can check out. We're just now shooting the shit.
No, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to ride and also keep me warm if I needed it, and resilient. Okay, the rain might be bad, whatever. That's why I have Pokeballs, dude. And then Corviknight can fly me around. Noivern also fly me around, but also...
Well, I guess they do just keep the same. So they are the legendary boys.
See?
You just have it with Rockhead.
There's literally like a 4
instead of it being justified.
It's like a 4'10" woman in my apartment who has a full ass Mastiff. Okay.
Yeah. Oh well, I guess Hisuian and Arcanine, it's technically shorter than you.
There you go.
How tall are you? You're over 6 foot. I know that very well.
12 feet tall, dude.
That's what I figured. So
6'5".
Oh, so it's like right at you. It's like
correct
up with you,
which
is very intimidating. You're a tall man.
Okay.
And it also, I guess it doesn't weigh that much, 340 or 370.
My car's still not liking that, but okay.
Yeah, your car's like...
But that's why, Jack, hear me out.
Okay.
Pokeball.
Fair.
Pokemon randomly defy physics and Newton's laws and lose mass when they go in the Pokeball, so...
Yeah, see, Mimikyu can just hang out on my shoulder.
Noivern can hang out on my shoulder, dude. What are you talking about?
Noivern can fly... And also just supersonic anything around it and potentially kill it.
Snorlax is just hiding on my shoulder, dude.
Oh my god, Tropius is tall.
Yes.
Tropius is 6 foot.
Correct.
7.
Yeah.
That's a dope dinosaur. So I want him extra small.
Okay.
So that way he can hang out with me. Because again, I don't want everything super big.
All of them are just the extra small. I want the alpha sized ones.
Well, did you see like the extra small Tyranitar? It's only like a meter
it is
tall.
Really cute.
And I was like, I want him.
Oh, in the reveal for ZA, they did alpha Pokemon are coming back. They showed an alpha Houndoom actually.
Are you serious?
It was pretty great.
Oh, that's.
They didn't announce it, but there's like another image, like an official image, and there's a Houndoom. Well, in the reveal trailer, there's a Houndoom with glowing eyes, and you see it in the background. But like later on, they confirmed there will be alpha Pokemon.
Yes.
So there's
my gosh.
Alpha Houndoom. Anyway,
see, yes,
we're going off the rails.
I am so excited.
But yeah, so those are the 6. Okay. I was thinking practical. I saw your Alolan Raichu, which very practical, but also cute and also fun. Because the Psychic, and I was like, oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, Psychic. You can power up everything, charge all my batteries.
Yeah, that's what my Galurk is here for. Okay. Yeah, it's my Robo.
No, that's fair.
It can also fly, by the way.
Oh yeah, it can fly, which is terrifying. I just think of it very similar to like what's that movie? Iron Giant. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It was my flyer when I played Gen 5.
That's fair. No, that's amazing. I never good. That's a good pick.
I didn't have a bird or other flying Pokemon. I just used Golurk.
And see, I would have loved to have had Pidgeot, but he's a big ass bird.
Pidgeot, pretty big.
And I just think of like what it was from
I didn't care about size.
The Pokemon. What is that? The Netflix one. The
Concierge.
Yeah, of like when it crashed into that tent, I was like, that'd honestly be terrifying. It just dive bombs things and just like wreaked chaos.
Well, that's a great question. It's a good brain teaser. So those who are listening, if you care to comment,
Please
if
do.
you could have 3 to 6 Pokemon in real life with you,
Yeah.
what would they be?
And obviously, this went around different socials like TikTok and other things. And people were like, yeah, I'm going to have all these legendaries. Like, be realistic with them. Like,
Yeah, Eternatus.
these are Pokemon that might be like around your house. Things like that you need to be able to like.
I really did want to say Zacian and Zamazenta.
Well, they're at least like normal size.
Oh, they're pretty big.
Like Shaman, I can understand. Mew,
Shaman.
I can understand. Mewtwo would be terrifying because technically he's like they're like mutant cats.
Yeah, Mewtwo's like a NBA player sized.
Terrifying.
Someone look.
And then it has the fucking hands like
the 3-ball hand.
the 3-ball hand is like boom. Like
Yeah, I didn't pick Steelix or.
And see, Steelix would be cool, but he would destroy every road.
Like,
It'd be terrifying. Like you'd have to pay
sick.
so much in damages.
Okay.
Dragonair would be a fun one because it's just a wiggle dragon, a wiggle worm.
Oh yeah.
The new trailer.
Well, we can talk about that
Yeah.
later. You don't have to talk about it now. We can.
Okay.
It's okay.
That'll be for another podcast. We'll go over more.
Side
But
note,
all
I
right.
think it's peak.
His wings are beautiful, but it's just I wish the wing combos would have been both on its head and on its back.
And on its back,
Yeah,
I'll tell you exactly why they're not.
that's okay. All right. Well, that's it.
All right, you got anything
Thank
else?
you. No.
We love you guys. Be safe.
Be safe out
Please
there.
communicate when and if you can, if you feel comfortable. We're here for you.
Yes.
Also, look forward to all these things. I think the Max finale is going to be crazy.
It's going to be very interesting.
And yeah, we love you guys.
Stay safe.
Stay cool out there.
And cool,
It's going to be
yes.
warm in August.
And watch out for all the fucking rain.
But it's-
There's been some like flash
pretty
flood stuff,
crazy.
at least here in Colorado.
I did almost float away on Chambers the other day.
Oof.
Anyway, love you guys.
Bye.
Peace.